Hello Gary, this video is especially for you. This is a close-up of the Canistel flowers, and I can assume those drips are nectar. Now, to give you some idea of size, and you can see my dried out fingers here, these little flower pods are like bullets. They're so tight there's nothing to peel off, and if you try and open them on the plant with a scalpel, they just basically disintegrate and fall off. Now at the ends here, poking out the end, is what appears to be the stigma, isn't it? The female parts. And they don't do anything more than this. They don't seem to open up or change their appearance. Now it may well be that this plant has just female flowers, and I'm going to show you a flower I've opened up in a minute so you can have a look and see, but you can't peel the petals open on them, and even with a scalpel it's proved to be impossible to do. That one there has got what appears to be a bit of when the flowers sort of start, these have been on the plant for a little while now, but when the flowers first come out they sort of have a little bit of an extra protection on them. But looking at them here, you can see another one there that's got the same on. That doesn't appear to be a stamen, it doesn't appear to be any pollen in it when I've looked at them very closely. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to pause this a second because I've got a flower to show you that I've taken off the plant. Unfortunately my phone doesn't have what I'd call a good macro lens, but basically I took a flower off and I've cut it in half for you. See if I can turn it over. And the sepals, aren't they? I think they are, around the flower, appear to be, they're very, very tightly formed all the way to the centre of the plant. And when I've taken this half off, I can't see any obvious anthers or stamens with pollen on them. So I'm not too sure about the construction of these, but I would think it's just a case of they're either going to pollinate themselves or they aren't. Now whether or not, I mean, this is a grafted Bruce, so this would be a plant that obviously would produce fruits. However, if they require another plant to cross-pollinate them, because obviously if this is a grafted fruiting one, it's going to be a female. I'm not aware of them having male and female plants, but perhaps some of them have flowers that develop more male parts on them. Perhaps when the plant's larger and the weather's warmer, it might well mean that it will suddenly develop more, the flowers will become more developed and larger, but they just don't open. No matter how hot it is, they stay in this tight formation. So there's certainly an unusual flower, not one that I know much about the biology of, but it's interesting to have a look and see. But I thought you'd like to see that, because I said peeling these outer petals or protective layers of the flower off on the plant while it's on the plant is frankly near impossible, even with a scalpel. You can see how small the flower is, because this is just a regular scalpel here. Not sterilised one, I might add, because I was just using it to take the bud off the plant. And they have a latex in them as well, which leaks when you take them out. But I thought that might interest you, Gary, because it's not going to be an easy plant to try and hand pollinate when you actually don't know what you're meant to be hand pollinating or how. So I think it's just a case of either it sets fruit one day or it doesn't. But then I know they take a good 12 months in the tropics, rather like Mame sapotes, from flower to fruiting size, I believe, which means that I think it would probably be a step too far here without a heated greenhouse to be successful. But you know, at the end of the day, as you know, it's fun to grow the plants, and it's challenging. Just to get the flowers is very rewarding. Anyway, for anybody who's watched that video as well as Gary, thanks for watching, much appreciate it. Please give me a thumbs up, share the video, I think it might be of interest to anybody. Do subscribe to my channel, and of course click on the bell to get updates on new videos as they come out. Catch up with you all soon. Brett out for now.